say that you cannot win a medal in Olympics just by practicing. Everybody practices. Every athlete puts her and his hard work in trying to achieve a particular level. The differentiation comes only when you also start applying methods of sports science and nutrition. So nutrition makes the major difference toward the end when an athlete wins the medal or loses a medal by a few points. So anyway, in that context, I wanted to compliment FSSI. There is one more point I wanted to share before I start this small 10-minute presentation on Fit India campaign. We also in the sports face a huge challenge of doping. Many of you are aware about it, you might have heard about it. It's a very big challenge worldwide. And the doping happens because there are substances which are consumed by athletes knowingly sometimes and unknowingly sometimes to enhance their performance, but these are prohibited drugs. And if they are found in your blood sample or urine sample, the athlete can be banned for 4 years or sometimes even the lifetime. That's a very harsh punishment on an athlete. However, you will be surprised to know that many of the nutritional supplements which are being sold or being promoted by our fitness centers, gyms, gym trainers, they're actually not certified. So I'm grateful to FSSI because now recently, last month in August itself, 2 of the laboratories have been certified by FSSI. Sports Ministry took that initiative. So National Forensic Science University, Gandhinagar and Naipur in Hyderabad. Now these 2 labs are accredited labs, and now it is mandatory for anybody who is selling any product in India for giving a nutritional supplement for bodybuilding and creating muscles and all, they have to get the certification. And the labs are actually going to test that those products do not have any prohibited substance which is internationally not acceptable. So that will save a lot of our athletes from getting into a trap for unknowingly consuming something which their gym trainers told them to consume and finally getting banned by World Anti-Doping Agency. But even if all the producers and genuine suppliers start taking the FSSI certification and start putting the label on their products, unless and until we do an awareness campaign for athletes and every citizen to be able to understand, read the label and then take an informed choice. That is one of the agenda for today. Now with those words, I just want to quickly take you through what we do in Fit India campaign, which is one of the major component of this exercise in terms of the healthy. This campaign was actually launched by Honorable Prime Minister on 29th August 2019 with a very clear vision to make fitness as a national culture and not just an individual pursuit. The guiding slogan, Hum Fit to India Fit, is essentially, it captures the essence that the personal health is linked to national strength. Similarly, fitness ka dose adhaa ghanta roz. For those friends of mine who have come from non-Hindi speaking areas, this means 30 minutes of fitness regime every day will be enough to take care of your health if you are committed and if you are sincere. The idea is to make it a people's movement, and we have been achieving that and moving further in that direction. This actually mission, Fit India mission, it integrates multiple interconnected campaigns. As you can see, large number of campaigns being written there on the screen. Eat Right Awareness, International Yoga Day, Fit India Freedom Run, Sundays on Cycle, and so on. Idea is that unless and until the awareness campaigns are interwoven and they are not hanging in isolation, they will have a ripple effect to be able to get connected. Now, the public health challenge is a dual health challenge. One is, of course, the rising prevalence of obesity, and the other major challenge is that we are not able to give equal attention to our daily fitness regime. So, as I said, India now bears the burden of highest global diabetes patients in the world. And we would like to convert India to the health capital of the world. So this can only happen when we are conscious about it. Prime Minister's key message to the Prime Minister's key message to fight obesity campaign has been amplified by our athletes, whether it is Manu Bhaker or Neeraj Chopra, film stars and all, because idea is that it has to be a people's movement. On 23rd February 2025 this year, Honorable Prime Minister in his Man Ki Baat gave a clarion call that we need to reduce consumption of oil by 10% in our life. We just saw the video of that, which is again a national campaign against obesity. So again, idea is that key health initiatives can have a major impact. Now, let me just take you to Sundays on Cycle. Just give one example. This is something which we launched last year. More than 1 million citizens have participated in this. 77,000 locations have been covered. Every Sunday in the morning for 1 hour, all over the country, people go in groups to do cycling. The idea is to create an awareness campaign and also make people adopt to cycling more and more. And it also helps in carbon reduction. It's also a solution to the pollution. There is something called Fit India mobile app, which is again, idea is to provide a free of cost mobile app to every citizen, which is accessible, but it can be personalized. It offers guided workouts, nutritional tips, health quizzes, and even insight into carbon savings. So again, a small initiative. Now, the wellness equation we need to understand, nutrition plus fitness. Fit India philosophy basically rests on the simple but profound equation that as much calories you consume, so much you must burn. And if you are slightly obese, try to burn more than what you consume. If we are mindful of our eating and if we are mindful of our movements and the exercise that we do, it is going to be fairly all right. So the combined impact of this energy balance will be that we will have much better and faster results, but it requires massive awareness campaign, and that is why this session today. And I'm just trying to share with you the various initiatives that people are taking. Thank you very much. This is the part of fitness. And now I will request Madam Shrimati Nidhi Khare to share her thoughts on consumer awareness. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Rajat Gunani sir, Madam Anjana Om Kashyap ji, Rahul Tevatia ji, and respected dignitaries, distinguished regulators, policymakers from eminent scientists, academicians, representatives of industry and consumer bodies, my colleagues, most important, steadfast in our mission. It's really an honor to be with you this afternoon at the Global Food Regulators Summit convened by FSSAI as part of World Food India 2025. It's a privilege to deliver this keynote address in the session devoted to a theme that resonates deeply with the mandate of Department of Consumer Affairs, combating obesity, nutrition, fitness, and consumer affairs. At the very outset, let me say that this summit reflects the collective will of the governments, regulators, industry, civil society, not only about individual lifestyle, about their choices or about their genetics. It is intimately connected with the ecosystem of consumer information, the design of our markets, the influence of advertising, labeling, and the extent to which consumers are empowered to make informed choices about what they eat. When you look at obesity, today even girls of 15 years old, they are bothered about obesity. We've all been paranoid about, our rising weights and never been in shape. So when we look at obesity through the consumer lens, the role of Department of Consumer Affairs becomes both clear and also vital, because this is basically to act as custodian of consumer rights and to ensure that there is no unfair or misleading practice which compromises the health of our citizens. I must emphasize that our starting point in combating obesity is not only nutrition science or medical advice, but it is basically recognition of consumer rights and how a consumer has a right to be informed, a consumer has a right to choose, a consumer has the right to be protected from unfair trade practices, including those that manipulate their perception of food products. So when the labeling of a product hides crucial nutrients